This is the Llano MicroDock for Nintendo Switch, and at a bare bones, it's a replacement for your original bulky dock that came with your Switch. However, it has one incredible additional feature, and that's the ability to capture your gameplay, either for basic recording or for streaming. Now, it does this without any additional drivers needed, no additional capture cards, no extra cabling mess. It just works, and it's all self-contained in this one little unit. It works, and it works well. So join me, James Bruce, as I take a closer look at the Llano MicroDock and see if it's the right little gadget for you and your Nintendo Switch gameplay. Taking a closer look at the hardware, aesthetically, it's nothing to shout home about, and it looks exactly like all of the other generic USB-C dock adapters that you'll find on the market, but the magic is really inside of it. On the end of the Llano MicroDock, you'll find a single USB-C cable. This is what goes into the bottom of your Nintendo Switch. On the opposite end, you have the HDMI out. This is going to output 1080p 60 Hz, just as it would through your original dock, which you can then plug into your TV. On this side, you'll find the USB-C power in, and this is indicated by a little lightning bolt on the base of the device. Now, you should use your original power supply that came with your Switch, and then this will effectively act as a pass-through. It will tell the Nintendo that it is an original power supply, so your Switch shouldn't know anything different. This will prevent issues with overcurrent, overcharging, as some other third-party adapters have been known to present. So that's the bare minimum setup. Once you have the USB-C cable plugged into your Switch, the USB-C power cable plugged in here, and then the HDMI out to your TV, you then have the basic original dock set up where you can play on the big screen TV. And I should note that the limitations of playing with your Switch on the TV are still present with this. You will need to disconnect the Joy-Con controllers and use them through the little external shell thing. Or of course you can plug in a third-party controller and use that too. In addition, next to the USB-C power port, you're going to find a USB-A port, and this is for connection to your PC or Mac through the supplied USB-A to USB-A cable. Now, in my package there was also a USB-C adapter, meaning I could plug it straight into my MacBook, but I'm not sure if that's included in the final device. Either way, you should be able to adapt that easily enough. And once you've plugged this into your PC or Mac, it will present itself as a USB capture card. There are no additional drivers needed, and from there you can launch your favorite streaming software such as OBS, and then just add a new video capture device and you'll see this listed. So this all-in-one device completely eradicates the need to buy a separate HDMI capture card, which can often cost upwards of $150 to $200, and yet it doesn't sacrifice on quality. You're still going to be able to record 1080p 60 Hz through here, so you're getting the full output resolution. Now personally, I couldn't notice any input lag when playing through here. Of course, there was a small amount of lag on the recorded side, but in terms of outputting to the TV, I didn't notice anything detrimental when using this. But wait, the fun doesn't stop there, because on this side you'll find two more 3.5mm stereo in and output jacks, which means that you can plug a gaming headset with separate microphone and headphone jacks directly into here. Now this means that instead of trying to figure out the audio input and output on your computer side, with the inherent lag that introduces, you can do it directly in the hardware. You can listen to the game audio here and then speak directly into it. Now, because this is hardware input without any additional drivers on the PC side, there's no way to adjust the audio levels on this itself. So if the microphone is too quiet or too loud for you, unfortunately you won't be able to change it. And that's the only limitation of doing it like this.
What's that? Who did that? Did you do that? This? Oh, someone move out! The koala guy.
Oh no! What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything, look!
I don't see why it wasn't moved out unless you've been muted.
I didn't.
That was the music executive.
I know. Did you lost the
However, as you can see in the recorded samples, the mic input does appear to be fine. Bear in mind, this is a Sennheiser EPOS GSP601 headset. Obviously, it's going to depend on the quality of the microphone that you plug into it. That really has nothing to do with this box, but it's just to demonstrate the feature and the audio levels. So in summary, there's HDMI out for TV mirroring, simultaneous charging, as well as the ability to capture your gameplay for streaming or just recording it. That's in addition to audio in, with no additional drivers needed. In my experience, the Llano MicroDock was very much plug and play. It literally just worked. So if you're looking for a simple way of capturing your Switch gameplay without investing in other expensive HDMI capture solutions and the complexity that that brings, this is an excellent way to do it. But just to be clear, if you're not looking to stream or capture your gameplay, something like this is really overkill. You can find a similar adapter for half the price that doesn't do HDMI capture, but will do the simple HDMI out and simultaneous charging, just as your original dock does, but in this sort of small format. Now, one word of warning, this is a Kickstarter campaign, and that comes along with a complete lack of consumer protection, as with any Kickstarter campaign. However, Llano is not a new company. They've been around for a pretty long time, making these sort of USB-C adapters and hubs type of thing. So I don't think there's any inherent risk in this other than the fact that it is a Kickstarter, meaning that a company can walk away at any point and not provide you with a product. However, I suspect in this case, their use of Kickstarter is really just for marketing and PR. There's very little chance of this not being fulfilled to backers. It's clearly a working product. There's nothing prototypey about it, and I encountered no errors during my use of it, no bugs that they still need to work out. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a finished product and it's ready to ship. At around $100 during the Kickstarter and rising to $150 for final retail price, I think this represents great value for anyone that needs to capture their gameplay. It works well, it doesn't need any drivers, and it's basically just plug and play. On the other hand, the Llano MicroDock for Switch will only record your Switch gameplay and actually a couple of very specific smartphone models that can output HDMI over USB-C. But for the most part, it's best to think of this just for Switch. If you're looking to record gameplay from other consoles and to stream that, you will need to look at more expensive generic HDMI recording solutions because this won't do it. All right, thank you for watching. I hope this review has proved helpful for you in some way. If it has, please hit that like button. I know it seems like a silly thing to do, but I would really appreciate it because it tells YouTube to rank this review a little bit higher in the search results. Do drop a comment down there if you have any questions about how this works that I haven't answered, and also consider subscribing for more weekly gadget giveaways, tech reviews, and news from all of us over at makeuseof.com. Until next time.
Shower.
You've got a wooden floor though. Maybe turn that off. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off!
Okay. Toilet? Can we flush the toilet?
You can sit on the toilet.
No, you can't.
Yes. Well, you can, but that's not a toilet. That's a bidet. That's for washing your bum, dear.
I need a toilet then.
I guess you could do it in the bidet.
What?
Yeah, that really covers you up.